What's up, everybody? Is I, the JUICEman3941, coming at you in courtesy of the Unpaid Gamers with this episode 10 called Anthem Conspiracy here on the Gaming Roundtable. You know, I want to talk about a particular YouTuber that I'm subscribed to. I've always felt that his content was fresh, focused, well thought out, and very much just excellent. I've always felt this YouTuber was honest with their opinions, and I've always felt that this was a person that I could actually, one of my go-to people. And I want to talk a little bit about it because I feel like that he is, I wouldn't even say is misinformed. Is just trying to create some kind of, I don't know, conspiracy against this game, Anthem. As you can see, this is my Javelin, this is my Storm character here, and this is basically what I developed what him look like. Put the red cape and gave him like kind of a superhero kind of motif, and I love playing this particular Javelin, by the way. It's absolutely excellent, you know, with all the zooming in, and I love being able to see like the character from that point of view. Um, the thing is that this YouTuber kind of has gone out of their way to kind of create some kind of weird kind of convoluted sense of this whole release date and a thing that's going on with Anthem. And here's the thing I want to talk about. And this YouTuber is Young Yao. Young Yao, you have 1,000 million more subscribers than I do. I find your channel to be very informative and very entertaining because it's very, you do your research, you talk to people, and you actually do kind of get to the heart of the matter with a lot of games and publishing. This is the one time that you posted a video that I have to disagree with almost entirely because I think you missed the big picture here on when it comes to this with these releases. Now, here's the thing. He basically shows the chart that EA put out for people who when they can play the game. And he goes about saying that it's kind of mucked up because he doesn't understand. He kind of goes into detail about how the game in itself is all jacked up with its launch date, and how he's kind of thrown it out there that there's certain people that can get it at certain times or whatever, and that because of that, that we're being penalized as gamers for not having access to it early like some of the other people. So I'm going to get this out of the way. So, you know, if you are a subscriber to EA Access Origin Premier, it's $15 a month, like he states, and you get full access to the game on 15th of February. Okay, this is PC players only. Okay, so he does go out of his way to kind of make you think that, you know, hey, because they get that early access on the 15th, why can't console owners get that same access? He actually says we're being penalized essentially for and having to wait a week before we're allowed to play that. And he doesn't understand why we can't all just play at the same time, and that's what you think you would want with this shared world, open world shooter. You know, that's what he thinks that that how it should be. And I, again, here's and that, you know, that kind of will mire like the overall launch, because, you know, we all want to play at the same time, and that we should be able to play at the same time, and there you have it. The thing is here's the whole issue. I'm going to put my controller down for a second while I talk about this. Okay, these are PC players, okay? I, as a PS4 player, cannot, and I can't stress this enough, Young Yao, I cannot play with PC players. I cannot play with Xbox players, right? These are separate servers. Xbox One players can't play with PS4 players, nor, as far as I know, for Anthem, and I could be wrong, but as far as I know, they didn't do a cross-play thing with Microsoft Windows or whatever, so I don't think Xbox players can play this game with PC players. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, they can't. I know I can't, right? And I know that PC players can't jump into my game world, and vice versa, and all the other stuff that goes with that, because there's too much people out there like PS4 and Xbox, and nobody wants to do crossplay with each other because oh, there are competition, and there you have it, right? But here's the whole thing about that. So I can't believe that you are actually bringing it up to their attention as if, oh, hey, we would all like to play at the same time. We're being penalized for that week. No, the game was made on PC. It's actually probably already done in its build, and they're just giving people who pay a little bit of extra money access to it early. But you got to be a PC player, right? You have to be a PC player. The worldwide launch of Anthem has always been February 22nd, period. End of story. That's it. There's no grand conspiracy. There's no EA people just sitting around, twirling their mustaches and trying to, figure out, how they can screw the gamers over or their player base over and all this other stuff. That's not the case when it comes to this whole thing. EA may be a terrible company. And yes, they were voted most terrible company for 2 years straight. Okay, fine. But here's the whole thing about that. This whole Anthem conspiracy that you're throwing out really just, I don't know. It just makes me feel like that you're wanting the game to fail, would like to see it fail, would like to see it not do well, because you just are still butthurt over the Battlefront 2 thing. Now, I will say this, their fuck up gave you a lot of content on your channel. The whole point with this whole release thing is I don't care. People, why do you care? Who cares? It's no conspiracy, okay? It's no great conspiracy. It's literally PC players get access first if they pony up the $15 a month for Origin Access Premier. That's it. That's it. And then, of course, if you are an Origin Access regular or an Xbox player, you get 10 hours of the game on the same fucking day, pretty much early. But all you get is 10 hours. That's it. 10 hours to start from level 1 and get as far as you can until it's over. And then, 22nd comes, you can jump back in. There's no grand conspiracy here, young Al. They're not penalizing us. The worldwide launch has always been the 22nd. No PS4 player on this planet can play with people on PC. No PC player can jump into my game. So you're saying that, oh, we should all be able to play together at the same time. It's an open world shooter. I can't play with a PC player. I know I've just said that, but I'm saying it again. I cannot, nor any other PS4 owner, play with anybody that owns a PC. Do you know what I mean? Do you get that? Do you understand that? It's not like, oh, because they get access first, they'll get a head start on me and I can't do anything. That is not the case. That's not the case. It is literally just an asinine thing to sit there and say that we don't get to play with them, so that's not right, that's not fair. We're getting penalized because they're going to get the full game early on the 15th, and why can't we play with them? Well, I can't play with them. Even if they got it tomorrow, I still can't play with PC players. PS4 people, they don't do that here on this particular console. Now again, I don't know if Xbox One is going to have that cross-play with PC. They might, but I don't know that. I'm not sure, and I don't know that because I'm not sure. I don't know how the Xbox One is set up. Maybe they do have that, maybe they don't. As far as I know, they don't. There's no cross-play in Anthem's Xbox, PC, or PS4 at all. So I'm not sure what the situation is or what's meriting you putting out this whole thing about how we all should play at the same time, and it's not right that we all have to, some people, we're getting penalized and others are not getting penalized, and yada this, yada that. You're like, no one's being penalized. as I stated before, the worldwide launch of this game and its official release date is the 22nd of February. That's it, guys. That's it. No grand conspiracy. Young Yao, you know, to me, it makes me feel like that you want to see the game fail, or you would like to see the game fail, and you want to create some big controversial thing for your channel to say, hey, they're penalizing us for this, or they're penalizing us for that. You know, that's not the case. That's not the case. That the worldwide launch, as stated before, you know, is the 22nd. If PC players get it, you know, a week early, big deal. I can't play with them. Again, none of us can play with the PC community. You get it? Do you understand now? Do you understand that? So it's not like they're sitting there saying, "Oh, it's not right that that we have to wait because the full game's out on the 22nd." You know, it's no. No, I don't care. Let them have early access. I don't care because it doesn't affect me. Because I don't play on the PC and I don't have cross-platform play with the PC. Nobody who buys a game who has Origin access can jump into my game on the 22nd when I get it if they have a PC. They cannot do that. I can't jump into their game. So who cares? Who cares about this whole, oh, they should launch it all at the same time and they're penalizing us because, you know, we should have the same, you know. No, that is not the case. That is not the case. And it's just not the case. That is not how this works. And I just think to sit there and tell people, you know, that you're, oh, I went down. If you sit there and tell people, you know, to sit there and tell people that they're penalizing the other players from allowing them to play the full game. The game was made on PC, okay? It makes sense that it launches before the PC. It just does to me, right? It makes sense. But for Young Yao to sit there and say we're being penalized and that we're, you know, oh, we can't play. I mean, again, it's no grand conspiracy here. PC players who pay extra $15 a month for Premier Origin Access gets to play Anthem on the PC, and he says, oh, it's not fair. We should all be able to play at the same time. You know, this is supposed to be a shared world shooter. I can't play with PC players. Do you understand? Again, Young Yao, nobody who has a PS4 can jump into someone's PC game. That's just the long and short of it. I can't do it. We don't have cross-platform play like that because we know how Sony feels about that anyway. So that's all I'm trying to say is why would you make it out to be like this is some giant terrible travesty of like justice because EA is you know, making us do a variety of different, like they're doing different launch dates or whatever, you know? That's not the I mean, really, I mean, no, it just, to me, that doesn't work. That is not how this works. And I think that it's a disservice to your viewers, you know, that you would sit there and make people feel like that this is some kind of grandiose conspiracy. EA up to their old tricks again, trying to like split the community and the player base. It's like they're not splitting the player base. It's PC players. I can't play with them. And as far as I know, you know, again, and I've said this earlier, I don't know for sure or 100% certain if Xbox One players, if they may have cross-platform play, but it really doesn't matter to me because I want to say that they probably don't, and if they don't, let's just say I'm right about this, and they don't have cross-platform play, you know, then who cares? Who cares if PC players get that, you know, get that access first? You know, to me it doesn't matter. You know, it's like I can't play with them anyway. So what difference does it make? It's not hurting me at all, you know, to to not play with them because that doesn't affect me at all. So what's the problem? Why would you go on here on YouTube and state, well, because they can access the full game a week before we can on PC, where it was built on the PC, why would you sit there and say, oh, well, because it was on the, we're being penalized. The 22nd, no, they're making us wait a week. Why do we have to wait a week? Because that's the worldwide release date. That was the official date. That's what they've always stated. That's the official date for the release of this particular title. So what's the problem? I don't care if people ponied up extra money for Origin Access Premier, then great. Let them have that early access, And that's fine by me. It don't bother me none. Outside of mission area. Gotta get back. It doesn't matter to me if they have early access. I don't care. I just don't. I don't even care because I can't play with them anyway. I know I've said that a bunch of times already. That's what I'm trying to reiterate here, Yang Yao. You can't tell people that we have to wait. We're being penalized. The date was always the 22nd. PC players can, if they ponied up, access early. They can play the full game on the 15th. Big deal, right? And the people who didn't pay for Origin Access Premier on the PC, guess what? They get to play it on the 22nd just like me. And the people on Xbox One and PC that has regular Origin Access, guess what? If they didn't pay for that stuff either, guess what? They also have to wait till the 22nd. There's no grand conspiracy here, man. And I'm not doing this because I'm an EA fanboy. Fuck EA as far as I'm concerned. They screwed up Battlefront 2's launch horribly. They screwed up Battlefield 5's launch horribly. They've done a lot of things that are very questionable with their games because of money and greed and all that. Who cares? And I'm not some BioWare fanboy, even though I do like everything they've ever put out. I enjoyed their games. The point is, you're a YouTuber with like 1 million, 2 million subscribers, right? And you make it sound like that that because they get the game first on PC only, then me and everyone else are suffering for it. Like, oh no, they'll get a head start. And when I jump on here, I'll see all these PC players that are like way higher level than me and all this. No, I won't see those players because I don't have cross-platform play. So don't go on your channel, and I subscribe to you, and I love your channel, but don't go on your channel and as I would say, you're mucking it up, trying to make it sound like it's something that it isn't. And I think that's a shame because that's not the case. That is not the case at all. And I just think that's a shame that that's the way that you see it. That it's this big EA screwing everything up again, and oh no, we gotta wait to play, and they're making us wait when we shouldn't have to wait, when they actually are gonna have the full game on the 15th. And again, I'm saying that's not the case, because most of us can't play with the PC community. And if I'm right, which I didn't do my research, I'll throw that out there, but if I'm right, and Xbox One players don't have cross-platform frame with PC players, well, then we all get to and they didn't subscribe to that stuff. We all start at the 22nd, all of us. No one's being penalized for nothing. It's not a conspiracy. It's not EA sitting around thinking, hey, how can we screw over and divide our player base? No. This ain't Activision with their, people who didn't buy a season pass don't have access to these maps, and the people who did buy the season pass have the new maps. No, that divides the community. That divides the player base. When you have some of the people who can't play on the maps that their friends are unless you pony up, that is a bad idea. This whole situation is just simply to give some PC players a week early in advance in the game. And besides, most of those PC players are modders and people like that that are gonna be able to like pretty much give a lot of feedback into the game as far as like what bugs they've encountered and things like that anyway. Yes, there wasn't really a beta per se for this game. They're just called a demo, but a demo, a beta, early access, whatever, it's all the same, really. So, my point is, YouTubers, if you have a channel, if you're like me and my channel is like super, super, super tiny with very, 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 very few subscribers, or you have 3 million, 4 million, 8 million subscribers, you know, don't go on your channel and look at something and then read into more than what it is. You know, Sigmund Freud may have been a quack, and he's kind of considered that nowadays. But the smartest thing he probably ever said was, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. This has been episode 10 of the Gaming Roundtable. I appreciate you watching me play a little bit of this Anthem demo. The demo is going to be available from, was available yesterday to download and all the way up until Sunday, I think 6 p.m. like the last one. And so definitely check it out. The game is a lot of fun. You know, play with your friends or even playing solo. You know, go be your Iron Man style game, or your superhero elemental like I'm playing, or your Hulkbuster Colossus, or your Warframe Interceptor. Whatever you're going to play, the game is fun, and I'll be showing you a lot more content as this game comes out on the 22nd, which I'm very excited for, and just cannot wait to play more of the full game, to have access to the full map and see what this game all has to offer. It's just really, really, you know, it's just going to be a really good game, and I'm really sad to see that a lot of these YouTubers out there, for whatever reason, are trying their hardest to make this game crash, burn, and fail. And if the game is to fail, we all know what happens. People get laid off, people lose their jobs. There's a lot of money involved here, so if you please just, you know, give the game a chance. Don't sit there and take a shit all over the game. And the game's not even out in its full release. Not everything is populated in the game world. Not everything is ready for it. So, you know, if you really are gonna just, you know, make a channel or do this or do that, you know, come on. Don't make such a big deal over the smallest things like this release stuff, man. You know, we don't have cross-platform play, so who cares if they get it early? They could have it tomorrow, and I wouldn't care. Alright, this is the Gaming Roundtable, episode 10. Join me for the next episode of the Gaming Roundtable here on the Unpaid Gamers. And as always, gamers, good gaming.